Okay. I have a feeling people have had enough of me telling my horror stories of all the thugs with badges I've encountered in my 35 years of long haul trucking.
Me too.
My wife, too. So let's do another scenario. Okay. So your state wants to develop a park on this nice public lake, right? So they submit a bill and they ask people to vote on it to have, 1 mil or 2 mils, their taxes increased by a, tiny bit of amount to make a nice park on this public lake. So the people say, yeah, that'd be great. A nice park. Let's do it. So they approve the tax. The state builds this nice park and you load your family up and you go see this new park that your taxes paid for, and they stop you at the gate because it's going to cost you, the person that built this park, or one of the many, $12 to get in with your family. And the gate is manned by people that are paid by your taxes. So you pay your $12, you get in this nice park that you paid for, you go down to the water, you get your fishing rods out, and the fishing warden comes over and tells you got to have a fishing license to fish a public water. So now you got to leave the park. You go pay for a fishing license for all your family. You go back. You catch a few fish. Now the fishing game guy comes back and he wants to examine your fish to make sure they're all legal. Measure them. Gets a measuring tape out. And make sure you're not catching the wrong type. So that's just one. And
you left out one.
What?
You get shot at.
Well, parks around here you get shot at.
Absolutely.
Ford Park over in Shreveport, they had to close it for a while because the shootings were so high. So you got there in a car that you had to buy and pay taxes on, fueled by gasoline that you bought and paid taxes on, registered every year, which is, you got to get a sticker for your car every year, and inspected every year that you got to pay for, to drive on roads that you've paid for, to go to a park that you paid for, to pay to get into a park that you paid for, and then you have to purchase permission to go fishing in a lake that belongs to you, and it's manned by people who have handcuffs and guns and can take you to prison for not buying this permission slip to fish in a lake that you own.
It up with rain.
Yeah.
It should be.
So I'm just I thought you might just get a kick out of the irony of the world we live in and we accept. And I left a comment to somebody today, as a matter of fact, on a video I put up yesterday. Today is Monday, so yesterday was Sunday. You'll see this probably Wednesday or Thursday. And my comment was, she said, I think it's a she, that people are comfortable in their naivete. And I completely agree. We've all heard the term sheeple. It's much easier to go get that thing in your arm than it is to do your own research and find out that it's doing far more harm than good. It's much easier to put a face diaper on than it is to read the scientific studies done by dozens of scientists that are high on their field, saying masks do nothing to prevent the spread of whatever. I don't want to say the words. It's just an amazing world we live in that we become comfortable with this. You want to buy a gun? So you go to the store and you buy a gun. Now you have to fill out a sheet to get permission from the government to approve you to purchase a gun. And then they keep track of that for the rest of your life. They know you've got, this new 9mm Henry Homesteader.
Yeah, we want one of those.
Someday I will have one.
Yeah,
someday.
That was actually trending on Google. There's so many people looking that up.
So,
put your disclaimer on this.
What?
This is just my opinion.
What's your? Oh, this is just my
No,
opinion.
Yeah, or they'll take your video down because you're spreading false information.
Oh, this is just my opinion. So, my reply to her was, lots of people in our country, and I can't blame them. You know, it's a choice. You wake up and you feel comfortable and safe believing a lie, or you wake up feeling uncomfortable and safe knowing the truth. And I guess the choice is, what do you want to do? Do you want to know the truth and protect yourself against, do you want to know the truth, right? And protect yourself against all the lies and the thing you got in your arm? I think by now there's nobody that took that could disagree with all the problems it's causing.
Well, here's my thing. When did the people decide that the government loves you and wants you to live?
Yeah.
When they approve cigarettes and alcohol and...
Right.
You can drink till the cows come home and kill carnage on the interstate, but, when did you...
But now they care about your health and want you to take this thing.
Right.
So, and some people are just rather believe the lie and sleep well at night believing that they're safe and comfortable, and police won't shut the interstate down. Right here, just a half a mile from us, they shut the interstate down, and the state police, who just the week before were out there protecting people and keeping them safe on the interstates with a snap of somebody's fingers, they shut the interstate down and refused to let people travel on interstates they paid for. And it's just mind-boggling to me that people are not seeing the world we live in for what it is. And some people just prefer to go to bed at night with this lie that the government cares for you and is protecting you, and that your police care about you and are not going to pull you over for a license plate out and try to turn it into a felony. It's just mind-boggling that some people prefer that, but that's your choice. If that's the way you want to live, so be it. And there's a lot of people, I think they outnumber the people that want the truth. So I'm just sitting here thinking about it. I'm not going to do any more cop stories. That was my last one. Trucking story number 8 was my last. And I don't know what I'm going to call this, but I may say the title may be some people prefer unsafe lies over safe truths. I don't know.
Well,
But
it's just like anything. You always remember the bad. Nobody tells a good trucker story. They always talk about some stupid truck driver that did something stupid.
Here's the difference between truckers and police. When the police see a cop doing something illegal and abusing people and endangering people, what do? They turn their freaking head. And what do truck drivers do? What did you and I do when we saw truck drivers doing stupid shit? We filmed it and called in on it and sent it to their safety department.
We were little tattletales.
I'm telling you, we were little rats, and I don't care. We were the narcs of the trucking company. You don't deserve to be on my road if you're putting people in danger. Truck driver, no matter what. And
no wonder we didn't have...
hell, we stopped a lot of drunk drivers. Remember that guy in where is it? York, Alabama? Drunk as a skunk.
Oh yeah, he ran into me. Almost knocked me down.
Ran into my wife. His breath, you could light it on fire. And gets in his truck. And I called the police, and I told them what direction he was heading. And then I called the owner of the company, and I said, here's what to expect. And they said, thank you very much. That truck has been missing for a week. We don't know where he is. And I said, well, they're probably going to tow it. He's eastbound on 20 and leaving York, Alabama. And believe me, they'll have him pulled over before he goes much further than that. So it'll be somebody local that tows your truck, and it'll be in their lot. And they thanked me. And, I know I did a good thing. So that's what I'm saying. Truck drivers, if they see you doing something terribly unsafe and you're a truck driver, they're going to turn you in because you're making us look bad. I put my entire life into driving a truck and being safe and following the rules. And you come along and make me look like an idiot, like an unwashed idiot, I'm going to do what I can to get you taken off the road.
Yeah, you drove 30-something years and no wrecks.
No wrecks.
I had no wrecks.
And you only had one ticket, right?
No, I had 3, and
3?
I deserved every one of them. But the problem was they were only like 5 over.
Well, speeding tickets, I would say I probably deserved every one. But I got out of more tickets than I got.
Oh, I did
Just by
too.
being polite. So, I've said before that not all cops are out to ruin your day. Some cops really do want to keep the public safe. But they'll turn their heads when their brother, their union brother, which I think is the worst thing that could ever happen to cops, was the police union. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to talk about it anymore.
I had
And
a
I'm not.
kid motorcycle cop pull me over in Dallas, and I asked him, did his mother know where he was? I swear that guy was 12 years old. And I said, how could you pick me up? Of all the traffic going down this road, all I was doing was going with the flow. I wasn't going any faster or any slower than anybody else. And he weaved through traffic and pulled me over. And I did. I asked him, does your mother know where you are?
He did not like that.
No,
That's why you got a ticket.
Yeah, I don't care. It was 5 over. I was going 5 over.
And them two cops that pulled me over in Texas near Kerrville, two state cops, and that's all I was thinking, man, you are nothing but cowboy hat and socks. Does your mother know where you are? How could you be so young and be a state cop? And anyway, there's 11 minutes of me sitting on the front porch, so have a good day,
Oh,
y'all.
but we're sitting on the front porch. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's going to be,
It's
what,
been
70
cold
today?
and- I mean, it's windy, but I'll give the, we haven't been able to sit outside. This is like the first time.
I doubt they can hear you with the wind. You're too far away, and you don't have a voice that carries.
Yeah, we got little tinges of green, and Beverly's Bradford pear over there is fixing to bloom.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got
thank you,
leaves
Jesus.
coming back, and
We made another
oh, we saw
one.
George yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
George,
we
the,
have
the
George.
gecko, was out here, sunning himself. So life is coming back.
Yep, thank you,
And,
Jesus. I made another winner.
I still feel like crap. I still can't figure out what's wrong with my hands, but it's getting worse. Now it's in my elbows. And when I picked the phone up, I was going to do a little
I know what it
Googling.
is.
What?
It's meanness. Meanness. Meanness has come out.
It's leaking out my elbows?
Yep.
Okay. I heard a guy, I've been doing a lot of reading about this and watching videos. A guy had Crohn's disease, and he said, as a result, there's a wind. I may have to stop for a minute. I'll put my hand over this.
We're going to get blown away.
He said, as a result of his Crohn's disease, this was in his video, that he developed severe arthritis. And I was thinking, is there a connection? Because this was sudden. What I've got is sudden. Here's my hand. Still can't do nothing with it. Can't pick nothing up. Can't open a bottle.
Well, look how swollen it is. Do you not
And
see how
now my elbow's doing the same thing. So now I got
feet
one.
are swollen?
Stop looking at my feet, weirdo. All right. We'll see you.